The Batman. Oh,
I would put that in.
I'd say
I put that in B tier personally.
I
Yeah.
agree. I think it's very good. I
It's
think
very good, but it kind of lacks an identity as well. It doesn't really know what it's doing half the time, I think.
yeah. Hello and welcome back to Lovett Film. You're very welcome here today, and we are joined by myself, of course, Chris, co-host, editor, founder of the the whole thing, and then we are joined by Carl, co-host, producer, show editor, and of course editor for the shorts as well. And of course we have no Jamie today this week. I didn't want to say it this way, but was
He didn't make it.
no, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. No, he's on vacation, as you Americans say. He's on holidays, as we say here in Ireland. And so we're not joined by him today. But if you recognize us from any of the past interviews, from either co-hosting or if you watch till the end where we say hi to the guests sometimes,
like 40 minutes to the after.
Yeah, I mean, respect for you. You're the real ones. You guys are the real heroes. But and of course, we've hosted a few of them, and we want to get hosting a few more of them. But we're starting this new thing with the podcast now, where if you've noticed, we do have our guests still, but we're now doing 2 guests a month, as opposed to 4, because it was kind of getting a bit too much pressure for us. And as well, we want to just go for quality over quantity and get the guests that you actually want. And we also have jobs, and we also have lives outside of this. So it just makes more sense. But don't worry, particularly for you Rockstar Games fans, we have a good guest next week, just as a little teaser. He likes bowling. He likes bowling a lot.
I just gave it away.
Oh no. You'd have to know your stuff. But we're gonna today talk about some of the latest films that we've seen, and we're gonna go into some tier rankings. So Carol, I'm gonna take it away with yourself. We recently got the great opportunity to go to the premiere of Toy Story 5 in the Lighthouse Cinema.
Yeah, and it was a blast. It was a bit of a shock, I think, to our systems, because we know it's a kids movie, but we weren't expecting the premiere to be a complete kids premiere, and they do exist.
Yeah, I mean, it is said on the invite, I guess, which is on us that bring your favorite toy and bring your wear your favorite costume. Or,
Well, I guess I just thought that was like I don't know.
I had a great what they had. They had like these little what was it?
Voice went there.
Yeah, they had these like Woody like these little cowboy biscuits. I think it was like you shaped it as Woody, and then you had like these watermelon ice pop lolly things, which I think is a reference to something in the film. I can't remember.
Can I just say the cookies were amazing?
I didn't get to try a cookie, man. I was too focused.
They were the best thing I've ever eaten at a cinema, at a theater, and I was just very impressed, and and it was great because we're sitting there waiting for the movie to start, and they're playing a bunch of Pixar music and stuff. I kind of felt like I used to work in a Disney store in here in Dublin as well, and it kind of felt like I was back in that for a moment. So it was great to have the cookies to stick.
Yeah. Well, look, enough about the cookies. The movie. What do you think of the movie?
But the cookies. The movie. Okay, well, so I wrote a bunch of notes about this when I saw it. And
nice.
I was just looking for them there. That's kind of what I was doing.
Yeah. Take your time.
But I think, as a whole, we rated it 7.5. Now,
you thought that was my review. If you guys didn't catch on, Carol would you rank it a 7? Didn't you say?
I would say I would go a bit harsher than a 7.5 anyway. And I think my main takeaway is that for kids, they're gonna love this movie.
Of course, yeah.
And if I was 10 years old, I would probably love this movie as well.
Mm-hmm.
But as a veteran of Pixar movies, it just doesn't even touch. It's so far below the 2000s even.
Yeah.
That you're kind of sitting there like, I can see they're trying hard. And the animators, as always, give it their all.
Those scenes with when it transitions to play mode it's really that was a really cool creative liberty they chose because yeah.
Although you can tell that's once again a Puss in Boots.
Well, yeah. Look, they
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah,
that's the new modern style, and eventually, I'd say all
yeah,
the new movies are going to look like that. The next one might look like that. Oh, wait, it already does. If you look at, it's not. I don't know if it's Pixar, but that movie with the cat that's coming out,
yeah.
not Flow. That's already out, but this other movie's coming out with a cat apparently,
But,
and it looks like that.
but you can tell like they're at the top of their game,
Yeah,
the animators, and the visuals and everything are even better than Toy Story 4. Although I think um they kind of like it's like they lowered their how should I say, in 4 they almost didn't look like toys anymore.
yeah, yeah.
They looked like I don't know. They looked more how should like they just looked like cartoon characters, I guess. But in 5, it's like they toned that down a bit back, like because if you look
Yeah,
at Toy Story, you look at Toy Story 3, that's the animation, that's the original animation at its peak.
hmm
And since Incredibles 2, I guess we've been getting this very like soft pink look to everything, and like very human fleshy look to everything. And
yeah.
and 4 was the biggest shock with that. It was like, oh, they just did the Incredibles 2 animation on it. And but yeah, I'm going astray. I think the movie, besides from all that, the movie is let down by its plot big time. I
It's
think,
the scale, isn't it? It's like
yeah,
it doesn't. As you were, I think you said it. The first three, there's like a grand scale to them, and
there's stakes to them. You
yeah,
know,
like
there's
you,
major
yeah, you
stakes.
you actually did show me these notes. You go on, you go
Yeah.
on.
And I kind of wrote this that, every movie kind of has the same structure,
Yeah,
because I mean, that's what you're supposed to do with sequels. Once if something works, you just kind of rehash the same thing and
yeah,
try and improve on it, right? Sometimes they don't even try and improve on it. It feels like I've seen a lot of articles say that Toy Story 5 is Toy Story on its deathbed, and I do agree. It feels like it feels old,
yeah.
and I don't think that's because the voice actors necessarily sound old. I mean, they do sound old, but the franchise has been going on for 30 years. It's
Yeah.
expected, and they're giving it their all. But I think, yeah, it just feels very stale, and like they don't really want to push it too much. And because
It's playing it safe, even though Pixar have never wanted to play it safe before. Like,
yeah, I mean, like I said, every movie had the same structure, and those first 3 movies had, they had a massive scale when it came to like, there was a danger. There was a danger for the
well, yeah,
toys.
look, Woody chasing, after Jesse, chasing after a moving airplane that's taking off is,
Yeah, but there was a villain in every movie that was actually evil. And they all
yeah,
had
like, look,
their reasons.
they don't, I get, like, of course they don't, they maybe they want to get away from the mustache twirling stuff and whatever, but it's not like they didn't like have depth or something. Like Lotso had his reasons for being like
Yeah,
for being evil. He was abandoned. Stinky
yeah.
Pete, he had his reasons as well. He also,
I guess his reasons were that he just wanted to be famous.
yeah, like, yeah, I can't remember the lore of Stinky Pete, but he
Yeah.
definitely had. And then, of course, Sid is an evil kid who was obviously in a bad household or something like that.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot behind that.
Yeah, like just you
Yeah,
can do a
yeah,
full
yeah.
analysis and stuff. But
So
like,
you probably wouldn't call him an evil kid.
no, but
Yeah, yeah,
the thing is, well, the antagonist of that movie is good because it's Woody and Buzz's,
yeah. I mean,
thing
Woody
like
and
that.
Buzz are rivals in that
Yeah,
movie.
and that's why it works.
Yeah,
But the fourth one and the fifth one, the fourth one, they make it was the Gabby doll, and then
Gabby, yeah.
she doesn't feel like it's an actual threat.
She was like, and the thing is, no, but she was actually kind of scary in the middle of the movie, and I would imagine kids when they were watching that would be a bit creeped out, especially by the 2 puppets.
But I agree with that. But then it just turns into we need to get back to Bonnie, and that's
She
over
wasn't
so fast.
she wasn't actually bad in the end.
It's like
That's
the
the
stakes
difference.
went up to here, and then
Yeah.
the midpoint, and then it just went all the way down, and then it was just focused on that, and then it focused on getting
In
back to Bonnie.
four, they went for the misunderstood villain.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
That I don't like that in a lot. It works in alliances, but I don't like it with this.
You
And
know,
then the fifth one, of course, it's also the same thing.
it's kind of Bonnie the movie. And here's where I get back to my notes and what I was talking about structure, the same story structure. So I wrote down that Toy Story 1 is get back to Andy, but Woody and Buzz are trying to kill each other. And there's also a sadistic kid trying to rip them all apart and basically
yeah.
mutilate them.
Eventually.
There goes our ad rating for this video.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2, get back to Andy. This is the purpose of each. This is the toys' mission in each, like their situation. Number 2, get back to Andy. But there's a human and there's a human trying to steal Woody, and an evil prospector toy trying to force Woody to go to Japan with that human, right? To be a famous doll on display forever.
Pretty big scale.
right. And as you said, there's airplanes. The toys have to travel across the city. That's another thing we'll get into in a moment about how that was always a big deal about the toys having to travel somewhere, right?
Yeah,
But in 5, they kind of just go wherever they want. Toy Story 3, get back to Andy, but there's a tragic evil toy that wants to make everyone suffer, and Andy is getting too old as well. So
and then they have the actual physical threat of their death.
Yeah, and they almost die in the end.
The incinerator, like that is, like
Toy Story 4, get back to Bonnie, but Woody wants to stay with Bo Peep. Now, this is where I said to you last week, you're starting to see a difference here.
Yeah,
the stakes have just dropped, and we kind of talked about how, like, were they softening were they lowering the kind of stakes, I guess. And because there's always that argument about movies in the 70s, 80s, 90s, the ones we grew up with. There's always that argument that they were scary. They all had a kind of fear factor to them. And that stuck with kids, and it taught them a lot of life lessons and everything. The movies we grew up with,
they scared you a little bit.
They were more or less adult movies made for kids.
There's so many ones I can think of that were like, oh, I was actually kind of terrified of that. That movie.
Even something like Casper has little scary things in it.
But like that's the thing. It's not like you're not shield. You're basically telling kids, oh yeah, there is. Like a lot of those monsters and stuff are metaphors or whatever for real
life things, and this might not be real life, but there's a lot of real life lessons you can learn.
People say in our comment section that we can't talk about Toy Story because it's a kids movie. We kind of
we have a lot to say about it.
But it was made, like you cannot say that Pixar made it just for kids. Like
those movies, the first 3 in particular, taught. We were talking about this last week as well. If you were to ask yourself, what did they teach you, or what were they trying to teach kids? There's so many things: responsibility, family, friendship. And then
the fourth one, it was
before you say that don't talk to strangers, right? Don't run away from home.
The fourth one was break the code of bros before bros.
Yeah, and don't all these different things. There's and every lesson in the book you can name in Toy Story. It's there, right? 4 and 5, they kind of give up on that, and 5 tries to do the tech versus toys thing, and how like the big thing of that was how they drew the audience back in, like, oh, we're doing the iPad thing, and how like kids don't play with toys anymore, which is a real life issue. Sure, they make it more about how Bonnie wants to play with toys, but the rest of her friends want to play with the iPad, with Lilypad.
It's a very late to the game story. I said this in the review I posted. It's like in 2010, I was on an iPad. I remember it was maybe 2012-ish. I was watching Smosh on my iPad. It wasn't my iPad, it was my mom's iPad. And 100%, that's like, I stopped playing with toys back then. And because I'm 22 now, and it's a very late, like nowadays, I know they still have those tablets. I do see them on like the airplanes and stuff. But a lot of time they have their mom's phone, and they're not even, they don't have a big thing anymore. It's like 5 years behind the whole concept.
I'll add as well that our niece still plays with all her dolls. Right.
Yeah, it's not. She actually. Yeah, I actually still have hope. I do have still hope for it.
So it's not really like it's they kind of exaggerate in the movie. I mean, if you were making that movie, you would as well, obviously.
I
But
think it's like
you know,
there is the defense I've seen is that the movie's supposed to be set right after Toy Story 4, and Toy Story 4 is not set too far after Toy Story 3. So it's
so
probably
it's set in around 2011.
yeah. And that's when I guess maybe parents were more reckless, just given they didn't know the danger of it straight away. And but nowadays though, because I know, that's our niece, like, even our sister, um I think now, if you were to make that movie and it was set in 2026, I don't, unless you're a bad parent, but I don't see it a lot. There's balance now parents have with the tablets now.
Yeah.
Like, as I've seen my niece, she does still, watch, have the phone in her hand sometimes, but she's playing with dolls a lot of times. So it just feels like it's a slightly, like, a boomer kind of,
take.
yeah, I don't know. Like, it would have worked about 5 years ago, but I just
it would have worked. It would have worked. Yeah, it actually would have worked 5 years ago. A lot better. It would have worked. It would have been excellent 10 years ago.
Here's an example. Do you remember we seen our nephew now? He's a bit older, and I remember he used to watch this Twinkle,
Twinkle,
video on YouTube, and he'd keep watching it. And this was on the phone, and this was he's 15 now. Like, that's how long technology's been around. Like the phones and the iPads. I remember him watching it. He's 15 now, and he was watching that when he was like 5. So as opposed to that, getting back to your main point, I agree. Yeah. That is probably my biggest problem with it, is the scale, where I still loved it. I actually had a lot of fun watching it in the cinema.
Yeah, and so did I, and that's why, to add to what you're about to say, number 5 says, "Get back to Bonnie." I never read this one.
Oh, yeah.
Get back to Bonnie, but an iPad is making the toys irrelevant. That's it. That's the movie.
And the iPad is actually,
it's not a villain at all.
And then it's just about... Bonnie. It's not even a challenge getting back to Bonnie. In Toy Story 3, they have to escape an incinerator.
they have to escape a prison, basically.
And in the second one, they're escaping literally a prison, and then a fucking...
prison break, yeah.
Yeah, and then in an airport. Like, it's and it's the whole movie literally follows the toys. The side plot, the B plot, is them getting to Al's toy barn and them getting to the...
And how much of a struggle that was to get there.
They have to steal a car. They have to, do all this.
They nearly get run over by a truck and a big what do you call it?
Yeah.
Big steel thingy.
Yeah, but look, the takeaway is, just to not spend too long on this anyway.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Is that, look, obviously kids are going to love it. Kids do love it seems.
Kids will give it a 10, and I understand why kids would give it a 10.
And I guess I approve the message of the, balance of the toys and technology, even if it's about 5 years too late. And like, it's a great movie if you don't think about the other 3. You'd be like, oh yeah, that was really enjoyable, but it's very hard if you have watched the other 3 to be like, oh,
well, Pixar
kind of made like...
Pixar's planning on finishing this as a trilogy again, right? So the next one is 2029 or 2028. And the thing is, as a trilogy with 4, it fits perfectly because it has the same vibes as 4. It kind of, obviously it's a Jessie story, and my biggest issue really wasn't the iPad or Lilypad, sorry, or anything like that. It was like a lot of that stuff was actually good. It was the fact that they made it about Jessie, but then just didn't go all in on the Jessie thing. Jessie finds her owner's farm.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the original Jessie music at the beginning and stuff, and this is actually what a lot. But before we go off Toy Story, this is an important thing. This is what a lot of people are saying, that this is the first movie where they kind of forget about the hearts and the emotions, right? They try with the Jessie thing, but then, like I said, they just don't go all in. They mess up their classic Toy Story tears ending, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a Toy Story ending to me.
You're right. Every single one of them, even the 4th one, I guess, the 4th one did do this, had its emotional ending.
Yeah, and I guess you could say 5's is Jessie finding that her owner named her kid after her, right? But that's
not. Yeah.
But isn't there a big highway chase immediately after that?
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's not the ending.
That's just like a thing that she's
You know,
watching.
and Randy Newman scored this movie again, and I will say,
It seemed like he done much in this one.
yeah, he did. They were reusing a lot, like 4 did. But the thing is that it kind of they only made new tracks for Jesse and the buzzes. The buzzes sound like, I don't want to say this. I maybe shouldn't say this about Disney, but it sounds very patriotic in a German kind of way.
It did, yeah. It hit that buzz off. It was a bit weird. I love the fact that I won't go into it, but I love the fact that we've seen more buzz in this.
We need to talk about, before we move off the topic, his personality, because we made a big deal about it in our reels. What do you think? Do you think they fixed him in this one?
They didn't fix all the problems. Like, I do still think it's I wish he just still had more to do than just, I want to be sheriff.
And I want to marry Jesse. And
like, that is really just like, he's a dumb brute that wants to marry Jesse. So yeah, it didn't fully fix it, but he did have more to do.
Woody and Buzz are the Woody and Buzzes from number 4. They're not the Woody and Buzzes.
And Woody is also kind of dumb as well. He's
sorry.
He's kind of just done the same thing they've done to Buzz, where he doesn't really have much to do. And they even said they tried writing Woody, the first act without Woody, and then they couldn't do it, and then they added him in, which means they couldn't find something for him to do. And I get, look, it's Jesse's movie, that's fine. But I Woody.
Did Ham even have a line? He did. Ham had like one line.
They couldn't have done this, obviously, but maybe just don't have Woody in it then. If you can't have time for something for him to do, or at least have like, I wouldn't have liked this, but maybe add him out a cameo or something if it's Jesse's story and there's genuinely nothing for him to do, rather than him just being the side character, you know.
Well, I would just, to finish off anyway, I would just say it's a very weak Toy Story film. I would even argue in some ways that 4 is stronger.
Okay.
Even though people don't like 4, and I'm not a big fan of 4 either, but I would actually say 4 kind of does a better job capturing the Toy Story feel.
Yeah.
Than 5 does. 5 is too safe, like you said at the beginning. It is. It's just
quick note, just the last thing in Toy Story. We need to bring back on Disney Plus. I've noticed it's absent, and it's obviously to do with some rights issue. Where is the Buzz Lightyear of Star Command show? I watched a whole video essay on this last night, and it is shocking. It is one of the best.
I think I've seen a thumbnail of that.
Yeah, it's one of the best. It's one of the best kids animated show. I grew up watching it, and it's literally perfect. It follows Buzz, but it's the real Buzz. It's not the toy that Andy had. So the reason it's better than the Lightyear movie, because the Lightyear movie, they said that, this is the movie that Andy watched as a kid. That's why he got the toy. No, it was the show that he watched, because this show follows, the reason why it's so good is it follows the actual, if Buzz Lightyear was a real person, and it's all of his adventures. It's his team. Zurg is great in it. And I don't even think it had a proper ending even, but I think they stopped making it because they could have stopped making it for whatever reason. But
it ran its course, I think.
It's absent from Disney Plus, and they need to put it on because it is 100, like, Buzz Lightyear Star Command 100 times better than the Lightyear movie, because
when you make it about the actual characters, they're the toys imagined as real people. Yeah. And you're right. It's important to actually focus on, in my opinion, Woody and Buzz. And I think you reminded me before we move off it, that was another big issue with 5, is that and I told you this last week, 4 and 5, and 4 as well, I suppose, they focus too much on Bonnie and her family and her friends and stuff, and they don't focus on the toys as much. When you look at the first 3 movies, besides from Al and Sid, maybe, the humans only really show up at the beginning and end.
Yeah.
But so I would rank Toy Story 5 if we were talking about tier lists, I would probably give it a low B.
Low B. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, however, is S tier.
S tier. Lovely.
Sorry for the interruption. If you are enjoying this video, why not leave a like, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications, rate us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Follow us on all our socials at Lovett Film. We've interviewed people from GTA, Red Dead Redemption 2, Fallout, Dexter, you name it. More coming right here on Lovett Film.
All right, okay, we'll move off.
Sorry, Disney.
So
Actually, you know what? Not sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
So, a lot of other great movies have come out. I've talked about it already before. I got some heat yesterday over the Instagram short we posted. The Obsessions versus Backroom debate. I don't want to get into this too much because it's over talked about now and all this, and both those movies are over talked about.
Also,
haven't seen them.
People just don't seem to understand that a video can be
not taken seriously
and set up in a certain way on purpose.
Yeah, like no, don't get me wrong. I do think Obsession is better than Backrooms, but I think it's I think Backrooms is a good movie as well. But I just I don't want to spoil it on Carol. But just if you've seen it, you will know what I mean. And you come back to this video, Carol, after. It just feels like I could go into it fully, but I'm not going to go into it now. It just doesn't feel like it has a proper story. Obsession has a simple story, wish plot, stolen from The Simpsons. Simpsons did it. It's great. The wish concept, it's executed really well. It's done it under a very low budget compared to other Hollywood movies. It's just an objectively better film. But let's not talk about those because that's been over talked about at this point. But Supergirl is out now. I think it's out, or it's early reactions. It's not getting great reviews at the moment. It's getting like, I think, let me check on my. It's
like a 59% or something.
59. What do you think? Like, do you think James Gunn just?
I think. Look,
he's not. Is he now in his flop era? Is this now like?
I've never been a big Gunn fan. I think you know that. I wasn't hugely into Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was a bit overrated at the time. But I love the Guardians in the other movies, in Avengers and stuff like that. I think they're all very funny, and I just think that they're kind of overexposed sometimes. And but not to talk about them too much. James Gunn, I'm a big fan of Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2.
Amazing movies.
I can't criticize them for them.
No, it's just it's more just the fact that instead of Supergirl, it should have been in Batman next because they're the money making IPs. Now, I did look at Rotten Tomatoes there. Supergirl has now a 77% audience, but that's not great considering I don't even think it's out in Ireland yet. Like, it's literally been out probably a day or two. So that's not a good sign, but I think they should it's just I think he was just a bit too overconfident. Like, I'd love, Supergirl's great. I've read a few.
I love Millie Alcock, by the way.
Yeah, but
her name correctly, right? Millie
I just think it's like something to do with the superhero fatigue that's going on. That's been going on for the last few years.
I think Millie Alcock is probably just being. I do think she's a great actress, so I think she's being let down.
Oh no, it's like House of Dragon. She's great in, but it's just one of those movies where it just feels. People were saying that it kind of just feels like a Guardians clone, Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's exactly why I wouldn't like it.
And it's very predictable, and it does seem like that. And I just think the smarter move would have been. I know he's doing Batman; it's in pre-production or whatever, but it would have been just to go for something stronger than Dash, because Superman didn't do amazing at the box office,
and especially since. We keep saying the word stakes, but they're so high right now because of that Paramount merger. And there was all this talk about Safran.
Peter Safran.
Is it Peter Safran that works with James Gunn?
He's Warner Brothers, I think, or he's Paramount.
Who's also?
No, he's Warner Brothers. Peter Safran.
But well, James Gunn and his partner, we'll just say, they're at such a crucial time where they need to prove themselves to Paramount.
And it's that terrible. It's disappointing,
because Paramount are obviously looking at this with. I'm sure Hawkeye isn't being like, "Is this going to work?" Because we just spent billions on Warner Brothers, and we want to make sure this is actually profitable. And I know he made this plan beforehand. By the way, I'm seriously offended that he is calling his second, he's out there saying he loves Henry Cavill and he loves Zack Snyder, and then he's calling his second movie Man of Tomorrow. Is that not a dig?
Yeah, it must. Well, I don't know. I think he's going to change it because he's done the same thing for Superman. It had a different name. I think he's going to change it. I don't think it's going to be Man. I think that's just like a project name at the moment. Like I know I know he announced it. Oh, Man of Tomorrow. But I 100% think because it's Superman, he's going to want Superman in that title.
Yeah, Superman 100%. Too. I hope so because but my take on Superman before we move off it is. I think I said this last year, unless I wasn't in the interview, but I just think I'm a bit of a Snyder defender. I don't think all of his movies are good. I think there's a lot of problems with the Justice League. Even his version, there's a lot of parts. My biggest problem with his version of Justice League is the Martha Kent turning into what's his face. She has that big emotional scene with Lois, and then it's not actually her.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and so yeah, I'm a client, but I love BVS. I don't care what anyone says.
It's disappointing. Like I would have loved to see Batgirl, but it got wrote off for tax.
Yeah,
and
Superman then was just a very weak film. Would you agree? Like it just.
I don't think it's. I think it's like it's a very safe film.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but it was also just because there's loads of reasons to enjoy it. I also at the premiere. It's hard not to like it. But I seen it a second time again, and it doesn't I still think Smallville, to be honest, is one of my favorite ones. But I think it just is a very safe film that it was like hitting check marks. It was like, oh, DC fans, we done this. There was a
lot of hallmarks and vibes that reminded me of the Suicide Squad film, and that's why I probably didn't like it.
Tom, but like the David Cornswell, I love. Like he's perfect for the role for Clark Kent and Superman. I think it's like if you see it in the Supergirl trailer, like that one scene, you can kind of see he's picking what's her name, Kara, up from the pod, and like he seems way more comfortable in the role now. But it wasn't. I think I definitely overrated it when I watched it initially. I think I'd probably knock it down a few now. But sorry, just back on that Batgirl film. Yeah, that was so promising. You had Brendan Fraser's Firefly. Yeah, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. You had Michael Keaton in it because it was supposed to be he was supposed to be the new Batman. It was a dark time for DC. He's supposed to be the new Batman instead of Ben Affleck because the timelines changed because the Flash movie done that. It seemed really promising. I know he's not like. I'd love to just if they released it just as a solo thing because I think that,
especially because it was filmed.
Yeah, and I know I haven't seen any footage or any trailers of it, but just the pictures alone, I'm like, I think it might be better than Supergirl.
Look! I want to see it too because I think my biggest problem with James Gunn is that I'm taking a word from one of our previous guests when they were talking about Captain the Marvels and stuff like that. I think James Gunn's take on the DC is too kind of bubblegum, too kind of like Marvel. And
DC's supposed to be dark. Is that your argument?
Yeah, I know that's a lot of people's argument, but I'm not saying.
Well, Nolan trilogy is great.
Yeah, I prefer DC when it's not Marvel-fied, when it's darker. All
right. Speaking of this, we're gonna do.
I prefer Superman's portrayal, the way Cavill does it in that kind of godlike, bigger than man thing, but he's still human, very human. He's not better than man. He doesn't feel like he's better than man, but he.
Well, I watched Kill Bill the other day too, and that scene at the end where he's talking about Clark Kent and Superman.
Kill Bill. I haven't seen Kill Bill Volume 2 now. I've only seen Volume 1.
Well, the Bill talks about. Who Bill is, he talks about how Superman. Clark, obviously, Clark Kent is not. It's like a Bruce Wayne and Batman. Clark Kent's is the mask, not Superman, and all that. And Clark Kent is what Superman thinks humans are. kind of pathetic a little bit, and like not pathetic, but like they make mistakes, and like that's what his view of humans would be, that they would act like that, and that's why he made Clark kind of act like that, you know. It's an interesting one. I don't think he thinks humans are completely pathetic, but I do think it's like he's an alien at the end of the day, and that's how he thinks humans would act, you know.
Whereas I think Corn Sweat Superman, is it Corn Sweat?
Mm-hmm.
Corn Sweat Superman, he feels too much like he feels too human to me. Someone pretending to be Superman.
Now, I could just contradict myself here, though. You could say the same thing about Tom Welling, how he's way more human than he is an alien in that series, and that's why I love it so much. So I don't know. I think it just depends, because I love Smallville, and the whole idea is...
I will back it up by saying that Cavill had his moments where he was too alien.
Yeah.
Of course, but yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like... Because the whole thing, it was a bit cheesy, that speech at the end of Superman, where he's like, "I'm human" and all this, and
I just didn't buy it.
That did feel very angry. But I get audiences don't need for it to be written down and shown to them. Like, I'm sure they can read subtext. That's the whole message of the movie. You don't need him to say, "That's why I'm human." Like, I did feel like, oh, you really think we're that.
That's why I'm human.
It's like, yeah, we know the whole thing is the fact that you're not. And
believe it or not, there's like 80 something years or more of Superman out there. We know.
Like Smallville didn't have to do that. Like it was just. But anyway, I want to do a tier ranking with you, Carl.
Yeah, we better.
We only do one or two because we're kind of running out of time. Okay, so do you see my screen, Carl?
Yeah, I see everything.
Okay, we're gonna do this together because obviously you can't use my mouse. We'll start from Superman. Whoever made this is like a kid or something.
leave trash there. You could. Ah, well.
No. Okay.
I would have left trash there.
we had trash back. Okay, we'll go do this as fast as possible as well. Superman 2025. I'm going to give it a B. Do you agree? I don't think it's C. There's because you got to think about all the other films.
I'm willing to let you give it a B for this.
Thank you.
Even though I don't agree personally with it.
Okay, Joker. This is the second Joker movie.
Joker Folie ado.
We don't need to even discuss that.
Folie ado.
Yeah, I think this is Aquaman 2. It's a bit hard to
put Aquaman 2 in garbage.
Yeah, that's
the Amber Heard movie.
Jesus. Blue Beetle, I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna.
We don't have to take them out.
I'm going to leave it there. I haven't actually seen Blue Beetle. Flash.
Oh, S tier. Peak. That's the Morbius of these.
Yeah, that's the Morbius. It's literally the Morbius. Yeah, the Flash is the Morbius. It's. Oh, geez, man! Like they have the opportunity to do the best Flashpoint movie ever, live action.
Remember as well that your order of they need to still be in order down there of how you feel about them.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I haven't I can't even remember what happens.
So top is going to be best, right? Like as in best of that tier.
Yeah. Okay.
As in garbage. That's the worst one.
I gotcha. Flash. Flash. There's an amazing Flashpoint animated movie. They should have went that direction. Blue Beetle, I haven't seen. Shazam, I think that's the first Shazam.
I think I see Fury of the Gods.
Oh, it is. You're right. I haven't seen, so let's leave it. Black.
Okay.
Oh, this is so
straight to the dump.
Oh Jesus. I actually like it a bit more over The Flash because The Rock is hilarious. I actually think it's my favorite out of. I think it's entertaining because The Rock is just The Rock in it, and he just plays the same. It's like I watched that on a date. I remember, and it was the hilarious thing ever because let's just say we weren't looking at the.
So
screen.
wait, are we saying that that's the worst of the garbage one?
No, it's the best of the garbage. Like The Flash is the worst.
Right. Okay. All right.
Okay. Have you seen it?
Yeah, Black Adam. Yeah. It was gone off.
It's very
Um,
entertaining.
it's like 2 hours too long as well. It has two third acts.
Okay, I haven't seen Super Pets. I don't. That shouldn't be on this. The Batman. Oh,
I would put that in.
I'd say.
I put that in B tier personally.
You know
I
what? I
like
agree.
it.
I
Yeah,
agree. I think it's. I don't. I don't think it. I don't like. It's very good, but like, I don't know. I think.
it's very good, but it misses. It kind of lacks an identity as well. It doesn't really know what it's doing half the time, I think.
Yeah, yeah. We're
Yeah.
100% just going to show this tier list ranking on one of our videos, and it's going to be like the first thing you see, and then we're just it's going to have to make you watch it to find out why we chose those. Okay. Ooh,
That's the Suicide Squad. That's garbage for me. Um,
garbage. I don't think
yeah,
the James Gunn one.
yeah. Now, in fairness, I stopped halfway when Harley Quinn was talking to some rich guy in his mansion and in like Morocco or something, wherever she was, and I just didn't understand it.
I
It
think
felt
that's a bit harsh though, because I would put Suicide Squad in garbage, the first one, and then this is C.
I just felt like the movie had no plot. I wasn't sure what the hell they were trying to do.
I really liked it now that I think because I liked the whole thing with the rats at the end, how they defeat the Star Guy. I do think it lacked like something 100%. Like why, like the meaning of
To,
the movie.
to
But
me, I just didn't. It didn't feel like it had a plot to me. Like it was just a bunch of explosions and people dying in the most gruesome way, and like presented for laughs, but it wasn't very funny half the time. I
yeah,
guess
fair enough.
it's just not a very good movie to me. But I mean, if you think it should be in C, then it's
See, like I don't put it on that the level of these. I think if you compare, like, think about filmmaking style, even like the CGI in all of these are terrible. Like
I haven't seen Woman 84 or
I haven't either. We'll skip it.
I
I
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
Harley
Birds of Prey,
Quinn.
but Jamie said it
Yeah.
was terrible.
We'll go with Joker the next. Joker.
I get
Joker
that.
is that's an A tier, I think.
Yeah, I was about to do it, and I was like, "Is he gonna say no?" Yeah, yeah. I think the second one's absolutely god awful, but the first one, that just the cultural impact that had alone when it came in,
Yeah,
good
and
and bad. Like, obviously, well, mostly
it's a
bad, to be
very
honest.
it's a
But
very controversial film, and I think people on the left and right try and frame it in certain ways.
like you gotta
You know,
hand it off to Todd Phillips. Is that his name?
yeah, yeah.
He done such a good
Hand it to
job.
him. Like it's, I don't view it through any kind of political lens. I understand the I understand why people frame it that way and how they pick out the kind of arguably right wing stuff in there and all that stuff, and but I think that movie kind of got taken over by a certain side of the political
Of course, yeah.
and
Anyway, we'll
yeah.
move on.
Anyway, yeah.
The first Shazam, I actually really liked that one. I'm gonna give it a B.
I
Um,
would say B as well. I thought it was pretty decent.
it was very safe, but it was entertaining. I think
Yeah. I only watched it once.
yeah, it was a good feel. Like I did enjoy it. Aquaman, the first one, I barely
Haven't
remember
seen it.
this. We'll leave it then. In that case, no, we'll put it.
I don't think it. I think it was pretty crap. I think I've seen like a
I'm
few.
gonna put it in garbage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Jason Momoa.
Sorry, I just.
Not that
What's
you're
this on
watching
the right? What is this?
the kitchen. The the
I don't think that's supposed to be on there. Is that scary? Oh, that's
Oh, it is the kitchen. I yeah, I
haven't
don't know
seen
what
it.
it is.
Okay, we'll
Okay,
move on.
then we're on moving on to
Justice League. This is the Whedon cut.
the just cut that is straight to S tier. I'm joking.
They can't all get S tier.
Now I would push that up a bit to even
Oh
worse.
yeah, sorry.
I would say it's worse. It's not worse than the Flash, but it's pretty
These
bad.
are like on the same level to me. To be honest. They're like no, sorry, Jason Momoa, and then haven't seen Teen Titans Go the movie. The first
Wonder Woman, I would give a B tier as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. I love the World War II stuff. It was yeah, it was I liked it. I've only seen it once. Lego Batman. I'm actually gonna rate this an A. You haven't seen it, have you?
I haven't seen it, but I trust you.
It is so well done. is better than the Lego Movie, and it is like a love letter to. It's just hilarious with Will Arnett. It's a love letter to Batman fans. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Let's leave that there on purpose.
Yeah, we'll just rage bait people a little bit. Oh jeez,
BVS. Now I'm gonna rage everybody with BVS. I think BVS, in terms of DC, is an A tier. Fuck you.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it because you let me at Suicide Squad.
The ultimate cut in there, or is it not? Because the ultimate cut is what I'm talking about.
To be honest.
But yeah. Screw everybody who disagrees with me because that movie is smarter than you. That's my answer to you.
That's not. I don't know if that's a DC movie. Red, something. That is Man of Steel. Oh, I would give that like a B.
B. Yeah.
I know a lot of people hate it.
Actually, I don't know how I feel in the net now about. Do you know what? Just so we don't rage everybody, maybe BVS and B as well with Man of Steel.
Yeah. Okay.
But then again, at the same time, I mean, Joker's a smarter movie, so that's probably why it deserves to be an A.
Oh, it is 100%.
Yeah.
I need to rank these better for. I think.
How do you feel about BVS?
I don't like the fact that man kills runs it for me, but I rank it a C if it was me.
All right. Well, I'll let you have Lego Batman. So
yeah. No, it's fine.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, Dark Knight Rises. I'm giving that
S tier. That's S.
S.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. We need to put it somewhere, and I think anything Nolan is S tier, regardless.
Yeah. A lot of people would rank that like C or something. I completely disagree with that. Okay, someone was asleep making this. Why is Stardust in this? That is not a DC movie. And there's two of these now.
Maybe it's a joke list.
I think it must be a joke list. Okay. Oh God. Watchmen. Oh, I don't really like this movie. Have you seen it?
I didn't like it either. Yeah, I've seen it. I bet you our list is gonna rage so many people.
Yeah, like it was entertaining some elements, but it's definitely okay. Dark Knight, obviously. Batman Begins.
Yeah. And obviously the Dark Knight is the best one there. If you want to move it. Let's move it down there. So
because we're gonna show the final image when we're done to everyone. Stardust, you know what? We'll put that in there. You gotta get the engagement bait. You gotta get people like why is that in there?
Every time I look at Joker, I feel like we ranked it wrong.
No, I think it's fine there. Superman Returns. See.
Yeah, you're right.
It's quite bad. I thought Catwoman S. Not. See. It's terrible. I haven't even watched it, but I just don't need to. Batman and Robin.
An honorable A.
Yeah.
An honorable A. For its cultural impact.
If we're being serious.
And no, cultural impact and service to the arts.
It's probably garbage, but we'll leave it there.
Rest in peace, Joel Schumacher.
I don't like Batman Forever. Don't like it.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Don't like it. Oh,
the animated series, S tier, of course.
No, that's Mask of the Phantasm specifically, though. Have you seen that?
No.
It's based off the animated series. It's literally like.
Well, animated series isn't there anyway.
It's essentially animated series, but it's
that's A tier in your hand there.
Superman is this one? Oh, the first Batman. A.
Yes.
I think I like Returns more though.
Well, yeah, so do I. Jamie Jamie actually said recently he prefers 89. But
I'm gonna actually so we can have a little bit more of a serious list. Well.
All right, do what you want.
Yeah.
Superman 4 is garbage as well. But
I haven't seen Supergirl. That wouldn't be fair. Superman 3
is garbage. Realistically, it's not.
Four is worse though, so that's
yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of these, but we'll say where's the next one?
Superman 2, is it?
Oh, I love Superman too.
I do as well. I would rank that
A. I don't think it's S.
I don't think it's A either. I'd probably put a B
B.
on the top.
Okay.
On the top though. After the Batman, I'd say maybe.
Yeah,
Do you think Batman's better?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to rage the Batman
Yeah.
fans too.
Superman 1 is meant to be the same movie as 2, so it's a bit confusing. Like they're meant to be made as the same movie, weren't they?
Yeah, I might actually just move. I actually like Returns better than Joker.
Batman Returns is better than Superman 1, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I think is that all of them then? That's all the ones we've seen anyway. So take in that final image, and we'll just have Stardust in there for the shit.
Let's just take one more look and consider, have we got it right? I definitely think Dark Knight is the best DC movie.
Yeah.
And Dark Knight Rises is a perfect finisher.
Yeah.
That's why I love it so much. And I just think it's a badass movie. There's too many, like, Nolan doesn't go wrong with those movies, regardless of what anyone thinks. Stardust, excellent addition. You know, Charlie Cox's breakout performance as Daredevil. And, Batman Returns, yes. Superman 1. Batman and Joker.
Yeah, I'll give you the option as well.
I think Shazam should not be better than BVS. And I don't know why BVS is behind Shazam.
Where is it?
In B tier,
I suppose.
And then the rest makes sense. I mean, garbage is just garbage regardless. There's no need to
order too much. Like
okay.
Yeah. Oh, one thing we forgot about.
What's that? Oh, Batman, the original Batman. Sure. I mean, that penguin on the flying in the sky shot is so funny.
I'll give it a B. Okay, so guys, this is our ranking of all the DC films, which is DC Extended Universe, DCU, you know, of course, all the things before those. And let us know your thoughts. This is Lovett Films' official ranking of every single DC film, for the most part.
Not including Supergirl, which has just been released. And we obviously haven't seen it, so.
And I think, guys, we might leave it at that. Carl's going to have to probably cut a bit of this, but...
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Carl here. Support the podcast and like, subscribe, follow, or wherever you may be.